What's that? Oh, look at you. Look, all pink and everything. Just like the
I like me
Barbie
some pink nails, pink background, pink shirt, pink lipstick.
pink. Pink. Hey, we've got somebody pretty cool today, don't we?
Yes.
You know what? We need to know more about this beautiful singer, this beautiful person, and it just fell right into our laps that we were able to talk to her today. It was just great. Right before the holiday. Hello, beautiful people in the chat room. Says Borrado Lopez from Houston, Texas. How you doing, brother? So yeah, that's going to be really, really cool. So let's just go ahead and bring her. Who do we have today?
So our special guest today is Miss Beatriz y Deztino.
Beatriz y Deztino. So let's just go ahead and roll that intro. Hey, looky here. Hey, how did you get over there? There you go. The one and only Beatriz Rojas. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited that we finally got to be on the show.
Thank you so very much for coming here. Hey, real quick, Alfredo Rios, the Lone Meskin from Conroe, Texas. Says, hello. How are you doing, brother? From Grupo Fijo, as a matter of fact. So,
Grupo Fijo.
Yeah, Fijo. He's got his own group, Grupo Fijo. And I say Fijo all the time because our mutual friend, buddy with It's Tejano Time from Dallas, DFW, can't say Fijo, even though he spent a lot of his life in Mexico. He says Fijo. So
Fijo.
It's like
That would be me too, probably.
I just frijol, and then it'll be to take out the R. Fijo.
No, he's not that smart. Let's not give him that much credit. So we'll just go ahead and do that. He's not here. I can make fun of him, right?
I hear you.
No, he's my friend. I shouldn't be doing that. So first, congratulations. I called up Keith and I was like, hey, Keith, you're stealing my thunder, brother, because you are number one on Houston Tejano hits. What's up? Number one. What? I'm checking it right now. And yes, what? Vete de aquí. Your single right now, your current single that's on right now, you're number one.
Yes,
So how does that make you feel that, because for those people, first, let me preface this really quick before you answer that. For those people that don't know you that well, you are not new to this business. You've been here for a while. You've had to stop. And it's life happens. That's what we need to understand. Life happens and we have to deal with things that we have to do. And that is expected. What we should always remember is that we are people first, right? And so things happen. And so we have to deal with what happens and come along. But it's cool that you're still following your dream. It is cool that you're still, staying in Tejano music. Shows perseverance, number one, shows inspiration for others, number two, because it can still keep going. And however, look at the success. You're already number one on Houston Tejano hits, and that's pretty cool. In my book, I think that's pretty dadgum cool. And Alfredo says, congratulations.
I mean, we're actually really excited about it because we released that song actually in December, for those who don't know. And Keith has always been a great supporter of Houston Tejano hits. I mean, they're awesome for not just myself, but for all of the artists. I mean, they play everybody, And so that's what we need in this industry. And I'm grateful that the fans have been real receptive to this song, because counting from December the 13th, I believe that we released it, that's like over 20 weeks that it's been on the countdown, and it hasn't gone off. So this is the first time that it hit number one. So, I mean, the guys in my band was like super excited. They would talk. When we got the news, my husband was actually at work, and he got home. He got off of work. He's like, "What happened?"
Wait, you're not going to believe this. You're not. You're not pregnant again, are you?
Oh, it's fine. We were excited earlier. I was like, now you come and join in.
No, I mean, it's really, really good. Now, we are a radio station, of course. We're a radio station first, and we have it on there. However, I do not have a countdown. I don't have a countdown because I find it too difficult to keep the numbers, and I don't know how they do it. I don't do it. I'm a company of one, maybe two, maybe three. Depends on, because I don't. There's a lot of people that help me throughout the system, but I don't ask a lot of them because people have lives, and the station more than takes care of itself, and so that's why. And I do other things as well, so it's kind of hard to maintain the integrity of a countdown. And I like to give everyone the opportunity to be heard. That's the key thing. And Patricia is here to tell you, we are firm believers that good music needs to be heard, period. That's it. The only moniker, or rather the only requirement that should be for us, there's two things. And the first one is it has to be recorded within industry standards. And that's only so that way it can sound good quality wise. And number two, it has to have an ISRC code. And that's for the artist, not for us, because we are a fully accredited radio station with ASCAP, BMI, SOSEC, and C-Corps, and 7 other licenses. And so in order to take advantage of the licensing, we're paying for it, so you might as well take advantage of it so that way you can get paid. Right. So that's why. And a lot of new artists, they don't know that you can. It's not just putting out music. There's licenses that you have, mechanicals and performances and blah 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 blah.
It's a learning process. It's a learning process, and
a big process.
When we started the studio here at the house, which is where we started recording, my new singles, and Papi Chulos. We did Herrera. We're working on Stephanie. We're working on Roberto Palitos. I mean, we're helping several artists, and a lot of them don't know that this is the process that you have to go through to even get one song out there. And, right. And it's time consuming. It's, it does cost money. It's effort, a lot of effort, it is a lot of work that goes into it. So, I mean, my husband's asleep. He's
asleep, brother. No such thing. What planet are you from? Sleep. What?
He sleeps around here. I sleep late every day. Right? He sleeps here.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
We try to educate, the people that we try to help. Like, if you didn't know this, then, let me help you get there, right? And we don't want them to. I've gone through the bad stuff. We've gone through the ups and downs. Like you said, I've been here. I stopped. I started, stopped, and it took us a while to come out with another single after the album came out. So it is a life. We have our own life, and I have 2 kids. One of them, which already graduated, and they grow up too fast. So one down, one to go. But,
wait, I'm only 12. Well, start packing. Start packing.
And we have my stepkids too. Aaron's got 3 kids, and his daughter's about to graduate this year. So it's just one thing that comes after the other. It's like a little domino effect. But as far as music, it's in our hearts and our blood. It's you may say I want to quit, but it's there. Like it's never gonna go anywhere else but from your heart.
And it's a good thing as long as you adhere to it, and don't do like the Polish, just keep it all balled up and just make not that I hate it Polish or anything. But anyway, it's I don't know. I'm tired, okay? I haven't slept yet. I'm in the music business. I don't sleep. No, but I mean, you get that release, and it's happened. Look at Dee when we were interviewing Dee the other day. Dee and Delia, they 20 years had passed, and they just got the itch. They got the itch. They were happy, and they didn't retire technically. What they did was just step away from the music and decided to live their own lives and everything else. But the music kept calling them, just like the game in Jumanji. Started calling them, and the drum got louder, and they couldn't stop. And I did the same thing. I wasn't down on music for a long time, for 20 years. I walked away to do corporate work, make doing a lot of corporate work and stuff like that, where it would pay a lot more for sure. And but now that I can do whatever I want to, I'm back. Here I am. I'm back. And
Yeah,
so
and I mean, like I said, it's in your heart, and it's something that we love to do. And we may not get paid. We don't get paid the big bucks, right? We're not rich. We're definitely not rich off of it. We're not millionaires.
Mhm.
But we do it because it's something that we love. And I was raised with piano music. I met Selena at a very young age, and for me, it's not. For me, I don't say that she was an inspiration because of who she is now. For me, she was an inspiration at the time when she was 16. That's when I met her, and that's when I was like, I want to do that too. Like, I could do that. Like, I want to be like her. So, I grew up with that music, and in a small town, West Texas and Pecos, Texas, they always have those bands. They would bring La Sombra, they would bring Elida. You had, Esme Talamantes is from there.
Right.
You have these great artists that came from West Texas. And me, I'm from El Paso, so moving from El Paso to Odessa, that's where my family's at, Odessa and Pecos, and that's all we would see, the house bands every weekend.
Yeah. Pecos.
The good old days.
There's nothing there.
I have a friend, an artist friend, who's from Pecos, and I'm like, I'm going to go visit my friend in Pecos. Oh, that's Pecos. I think we just passed. Turn around. It's like.
But they are famous for the world's first rodeo. So they have wonderful cantaloupes. They don't have anything after 10 o'clock, believe it or not. Barbie, I'm not lying to you. I was there to do, because my artist, Mari Marquez, she's from Pecos. We did her music video release in her hometown. And we had a place, and we were there. I don't drink beer, so I don't drink at all. And they were having everybody celebrating everything else. And I got there like at 5 o'clock, and I'm there, and I'm like, man, I'm so hungry. And they had food, but they're like, oh, well, here we have. I don't even know what. This is all we have left because we're about to close.
They had like mole and stuff, and I'm like, oh. You don't like that? And I was like, no.
As soon as he does that face, I already know it's so funny.
I was like, sorry. And they're like, what kind of Mexican are you? I was like, I'm Karen Cowan. I'm Mexican. And then they're like, well, and I was like, dude, chill, man. I didn't call you a black midget or anything. I can't. So I was like, I'll just wait till afterwards, and I'll go to like a Whataburger or something. Mm-hmm. Right? Everybody's got Whataburger, right? Nope. They had like gas station food. Like,
so I will tell you that when they first got their first McDonald's, it was like the biggest thing in the world. It was like the biggest thing ever. And I think they have like one McDonald's there, and they have like one Dairy Queen, but they have the best Frito burgers.
Okay, do they have Starbucks? Because I'm not going if they don't have Starbucks.
They don't have.
They barely have a Walmart.
Yeah, they have a Walmart, but it's like
it's a
little Walmart. You walk in, it's like, welcome to Walmart.
Can you imagine? Starbucks needs to go over there. They would make a killing.
They probably would.
Yeah, it's a small town. It's a small West Texas town, but it was really interesting because I was like, there was nothing there. I found a taco stand. There was a guy who had a taco stand. He was cool, but I couldn't order anything from him.
They do have really good tamales, and there used to be a place called Size. It was like this real small hole in the wall restaurant, but they sold like the best curly fries.
All of them are hole in the wall, sweetheart. All of them are hole in the walls.
love. They have good food though. You can find something open.
if they're open, and then on Sunday I wanted to get. Oh my gosh, you got a rat on Redland.
Oh my God.
She's spoiled. She doesn't want to leave.
Hi, Chihuahua. David Ingram says, hello. How are you doing, brother? And so does Sylvia Milan says, hello, Beatriz.
Hello, Sylvia.
Earl Hoffman, he says, hola, friends. How are you doing? How are you doing? Earl Hudson. Earl, the main man, the what do you call it? Earl's number one DJ on Tuesdays.
He is.
Earl,
Him and Delmi Nieto.
yeah, he's like, and we had this conversation this past weekend. I am the number one DJ because that's what he told me. I'm the number one DJ. And I was like, yes, you are. And he goes, and I have
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Uncle Earl. He goes, and I have a hook because he's black. And I was like, well, I have a hook. I'm Native American. So there we are. So we're both like pariahs, not pariahs, but distinct in our love of music, if that makes any sense whatsoever. David Vela, how are you doing, brother? Saludos Indio Barbie Chick from Oakland is watching.
Saludos to David, to
I know,
Sylvia.
Dave. There you are. Earl, hi, Uncle Earl. That's what it is. Yeah, he goes by Uncle Earl, of course.
Uncle
What's
Earl.
the song? Something saying Earl had to die by the Dixie Chicks.
Oh yeah, Goodbye Earl is the name of the song.
Goodbye, Earl.
Goodbye, Earl.
Earl had to die.
Earl had a bottle. Na 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 na. See, I'm too old. I know all of these. There's
I love
Diamond
that
Earl.
song.
Philip Urbano, hi Beatriz, how are you doing? And Bad Benny says,
Bad Benny.
I don't know. Alfredo, he's just there. Who's Diamond? Hi Diamond, whoever Diamond is. Anyway, no, I mean, but yes, Pecos is a small town, and I really do like it. But that's still good. Part of East Texas, Odessa. That's a great place. Well, I don't call it Odessa. I call it Hodessa.
That's that's very true though.
Big gardening city or different home?
Well, it's because I had a lot of gigs in Odessa. I used to I was one of the main DJs at Graham Central Station back in the day. Okay.
Oh wow.
So I would travel to all the Grahams and DJ in the Tejano room.
We had one
So I was a celebrity back then. And there were a lot of girls in Odessa that were wanting to share their sock collection with me. But it was interesting. So, hey, it's Tejano Time says, hello, saludos from DFW. How are you doing, brother? We'll just go ahead and
Tejano Time.
I say Street Talk Entertainment Magazine is tuned in. Saluditos, everyone. Henry, I don't know how to say your last name, bro. Zimmerly.
We'll see y'all soon, Henry. We'll be there tonight.
Don't you didn't put a Spanish thing on it, Zimmerly, something.
Oh my.
He's got a bar at his house that's called the Z Bar.
The Z Bar.
And so we went to HEB and they have those little protein bars and they're called Z bars. I was like, mira. With the alcohol.
So that way it's a pick me up after you have all the drinks. And once you drive home.
It's healthy.
The last time I got pulled over for suspected of drinking driving, I just pulled over and I moved over to the passenger side. He's like, weren't you driving? I'm not driving. I'm in a passenger seat. I thought that dude jumped out a long time ago. I'm just sitting here. Don't listen.
Didn't you see the guy that got out of the car?
Yeah, I know.
The guy that got out?
Didn't you see him? He's a Mexican or something, man. He's good at crawling under bushes and stuff, man.
Oh my God.
What do you tell cops? Cops look at me and they're like, they don't care.
They don't. I'm an ex-cop, so we don't care your story.
Look, men of color, they're all treated the same. If you just look at them cross-eyed, they throw you over the hood of the car. They start searching you. What is this? You don't know? Smell your fingers. It's not pumpernickel. It's like they're doing instant cavity search out there. It's like, oh, I think you hit a kidney. You're like, dude, chill out, man.
I wasn't like that. When I was on the streets, I wasn't like that, honestly. I didn't pull you over unless you were like really worth my time to pull you over.
But you're a female. You have nails and everything. You're like, yeah.
Not when I was on duty. I looked rough when I was on duty. But when I pull you over, I would listen to your story, but I wouldn't give a shit. I was already writing the ticket in my head, honestly.
So
Really.
you were one of those. Even if I was
Mrs. Taz are in the house as well from KLMO.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're missing comments. I didn't see it.
Oh, we're missing comments. Sorry. We just start talking and we're like all
I'm
over.
trying to watch.
Ruben Garcia, hi, how are you doing? There you go. We will see you tonight. Also, y'all already have plans, loco. You're already getting rid of me already. We haven't even finished talking about me. So real quick, David Vela says, Vicky V, where is the graduation party at? Oh, Vicky V is watching us. Hey, Vicky, how are you doing? Carlos Ramos says, just like she's just like to say she did a great at my
stage during Fiesta at the Market Square in San Antonio.
Yes, he ran the sound for us at Fiesta this year at Market
Oh
Square.
yeah, you were at Fiesta's Fiesta de los Reyes in San Antonio, correct?
Yes.
Cool. Real quick, where are you performing next?
We're actually performing tomorrow night. We're doing a birthday bash for Leonard Alvarado, which is the lead singer for Leo y Tentacion. So he's having a birthday bash. And for those of you who don't know, Leonard and I actually started a band called Otra Vez way back in the day whenever I didn't have a band and he didn't have a band and he wanted to sing and I wanted to sing and I just moved here. So it was kind of like we met at a Signo concert and it kind of just went from there. So we've been great friends over the years. Of course, I did my own thing with my music and he's done his own thing. And either way, we still continue to stay friends, whether it's music or just, family stuff. And so he's throwing his birthday bash tomorrow. So we'll be at El Regio. It's off of 410 and Evers here in San Antonio, Texas. So we'll be there tomorrow night.
Okay.
410 and Evers. Hey, Slack Monster's not too far away from there.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Henry wants to know where the Papi Chulos are.
Where's the Papi Chulo at? Papi Chulo, show me yourself.
They're looking for you.
Papi Chulo.
They're gonna put an Amber Alert.
He's
Nice.
You're not listening.
He's not paying attention.
He's not paying attention.
I'm listening. I'm in the background. I'm always in the background.
Hey, real quick, while we're just here, let's go ahead and take a listen to your song, the current song right now that you have that's number one on Houston Tejano Hits. It's called Vete de Aquí. And give us a little background on the song because that's like not a very inviting song.
Right.
Not exactly. Hey, honey, I dedicated this song to you. Hopefully, you'll see how much I love you.
So it wasn't for Eric. It was for my ex-husband. But
I was making a joke.
I like that. She straight out said, no, that was for my ex-husband dedicated.
But it's one of those things of, women go through the relationships and they love somebody so much and they're like, I forgive you, you cheat on me, I forgive you, I will stay, blah blah blah. And then finally with this one, it's like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I'm done with you telling me that I'm the only one. I'm done with you saying that there's nobody else, that you want to make things right, blah 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 blah, right, yada yada yada. So it's just like, just get out, vete de aquí.
Yep.
Angel and Ruben says, now we know. Now we know.
You know what? It's the same thing with La Carta, with Viejo, Lárgate de Aquí off of my previous album. Same thing, Viejo, Lárgate de Aquí. Like, I don't want to see you no more.
So how are your relations with the Middle East? I mean, all this love and everything else. I was just wondering.
I mean, for me, it's like when we started recording, I know I don't want to sound like all the rest of the females, and that's not to knock anybody down because I love my girl power out there. There's a bunch of females out there that just kicking major butt,
Yeah.
And for me, I wanted to do something different. So when I thought about who I was going to go with as a producer primarily, I was like, you know what? No one's ever done, a female's never done the Grupo Vida style. So that's what I decided to do for the first album, to stick with an accordion feel towards that style because, Grupo Vida is one of my favorite bands.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, nobody's ever tried it. Everybody does these like, soft, slow cumbias about love and this. I was like, vámonos. Let's do something different. Let's try the guy, right? Because guys were supposedly dominant in this industry. And I wanted to try that. And now look at the girls. The girls are like overpowering the men.
Girls are kicking butt. I mean, like I told you, Mari Marquez and Pecos, Joanna Ray. I play with Joanna Ray on her band, and she's from Midland. Rita is from here. Rita Cappuccina, she's from here. I'm surrounded by women. I can't help it. Yeah, because they'll beat me up. But they're just.
And Robert Sebastian, our accordion players on here. 17. He's about to graduate too.
Oh wow! So you have them young already. So, Robert, thank you so very much for your help in the accordion side of this. Let's take a listen. Vete de aquí. It's a love sentimental song. Open the bridge. It's not.
It's got some kind of love,
but you gotta go.
You are. So just pack up and
love to see you walk away.
But just go. Just Vete de aquí from the one and only Beatriz y Deztino. That is Beatriz. That is Barbie Chick, and this is Indio right here on Q Radio.
Burlarte en mi cara de mi amor. Soy muy fuerte y sé bien qué voy a hacer. Voy a buscar otro amor, otro querer. Voy a vivir y te volaré de mí. Ya no quiero andar sufriendo más por ti. Ya no puedes seguir jugando con mi corazón. Porque ya todo de este amor ya se terminó. Solo pido que te vayas, por favor, vete de aquí. Yo sé bien que voy a estar mejor sin ti. Yo no quiero verte nunca más, vete de aquí. Ya verás que sin tu amor seré feliz. Ya basta de creer que soy tu amor. Si te vayas, yo sé que esto es lo mejor. Yo sé que puedo seguir adelante sin ti. No te quiero, no te amo, por favor, vete de aquí. Voy a vivir y te volaré de mí. Ya no quiero andar sufriendo más por ti. Ya no puedes seguir jugando con mi corazón. Porque ya todo de este amor ya se terminó. Solo pido que te vayas, por favor, vete de aquí. Yo sé bien que voy a estar mejor sin ti. Yo no quiero verte nunca más, vete de aquí. Ya verás que sin tu amor seré feliz. Solo pido que te vayas, por favor, vete de aquí. Yo sé bien que voy a estar mejor sin ti. Yo no quiero verte nunca más, vete de aquí. Ya verás que sin tu amor seré feliz. Vete de aquí. Yo sé bien que voy a estar mejor sin ti. Vete de aquí. Ya verás que sin tu amor seré feliz. Vete de aquí. Vete de
I turned off my microphone. Woo! Nobody can hear me. So,
I do the same, just in case.
yeah, they told me vete de aquí. That's what they told me. So,
Oh, did.
They didn't love me. Oh no. No,
But
that's cool.
on that song, we had Rebecca Valadez and Aisha do the vocals. So on the end, when you hear that, yeah, that's Rebecca and Aisha.
Yeah, and she's in one of your music videos, isn't she, Aisha?
No.
Sure.
No, she's not.
Wait, she performed with you, didn't she, at one time?
Yes, she did.
She did. Yeah, she did Fiesta with us.
Shh,
Give me 1 second, real quick.
Yeah, I thought I had seen her, Aisha, performing with her somewhere. Veronica Diaz. There you go. She was dancing around everywhere. Thank you so very much for joining us, Veronica. I really do appreciate it. She had to step away for just a little bit because I'm assuming the little puppy dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Her name is Diamond.
Oh, her name, Diamond.
Oh, so that's Diamond is the dog.
The dog is Diamond.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Her baby.
I like it.
She's a
Okay.
baby.
David says, awesome voice. David Vela says, awesome voice. Thank you very much. Hey, what's up, Borrado? You know, I already said, what's up, bro? You're saying it again. TDK's in the house. Hey, TDK, how you doing, brother?
TDK's in the house.
Just real quick, I know you seen me with my Tejano Ain't Dead Baby t-shirt and cap, and that's because I'm supporting my good friend, Rick Valderrama. Just a little update for y'all because I did get some information from him. Everything is going fine. The surgery was on Tuesday. They all get out just fine. He's been up and walking around, him and Richie.
And they're recovering. They're recovering very well. So
yeah, they're
continued prayers
recovering.
for both of them.
They're recovering very well. So yeah, I'm really happy that they're doing so well. I was at the benefit and there was so many people there.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many people there, and it was such a special day to see all these people together in unison, working together. You know what? That Friday night previous, David Lee Garza had a gig in Pearsall, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the next day he's there helping out with the chicken and serving plates at 11 o'clock. David Lee Garza. Just the amount of people that were there. I mean, it was so awesome, so special. Just all the people that I got to talk to. My good friend, buddy from It's Tejano Time, he was there with me. Good to hear the Barama brothers are doing well after that surgery. Yeah, he, buddy helped me out a lot because we were there since Friday, and we stayed till Monday morning, and it was just a long weekend, and but it was well worth it, and. To see all the people together, I just wish that it would continue, not for that bad of a thing, but just in general.
In general,
yes, because I mean, we had Chente Barrera was there, Mike and the Iconics was there, Jenny B was there. Oh my gosh, Jenny B looked gorgeous, and it was super hot in there. I don't know what it is, but certain women, certain people, they look terrific. Stevie D, the man is sitting there. All of us are pouring sweat because it's so hot in there. And he's like, looks fresh. And he looks like, dude, I just don't like you. Go away. Because he looked
like GQ, huh?
To be freaking in this hot ass place, and it was just a lot of people there. And but it was wonderful to see all those people together and everything else. It was great to have everybody there. Elsa Herrera, how are you doing, sweetheart? Hello, hermosa, she says. There's another beautiful woman and a beautiful singer, Elsa Herrera. I'm a big fan of hers. Elsa, please send me some of your stuff, have you on the show. Have you tried corn on the cup yet? No.
What?
He's making fun of me because I didn't know what a corn on the cup was.
Lawrence, really?
I didn't know.
You've never had corn on the cup, not even at Fiesta or fanfare?
Ichu. Michuampi Achelo. That is my name. Does it sound like I eat corn in a cup?
Really?
You'll be surprised what people eat.
That's a San Antonio thing because I've never. They don't have it here in San Angelo. They don't have it here in San Angelo. You know what? I told Rigo Navaida. I go, here in San Angelo, if you order enchiladas, they give you coleslaw. He nearly passed out. It was like, what?
Gosh.
I was like, yes. You order enchiladas, you get beans, rice, and coleslaw.
No, ma'am. No.
In a Tex-Mex restaurant. Think about that. So
it can't be any worse than Eric. Eric will eat those little strawberry shortcakes, those little rolls, like the zebra cake type.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those with spaghetti.
Huh? That's two different categories.
That's creepy, man. That is.
You're hungry.
Oh no, let's tell Eric what he didn't win. Well, you didn't win the grand prize, but what you did bring is shame and disgrace on the family name for generations to come. Oh my gosh, that's
He's
horrible.
a garbage disposal. Whatever we don't eat, he'll eat. And most likely he'll eat it all together too.
He's got
cereals in one.
He goes by the seafood diet. He sees food, he eats it.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, our neighbor came by the other day and he's like, yeah, man, I started the keto diet. And I was like, he's like, I've lost so much weight. And he's like, y'all should try it. I was like, we do the keto diet. And he's like, really? And I'm like, no, I've been doing it forever. Really? It works for you? I'm like, yeah, we're Mexican, dude. And we do the keto diet. Keto of this, keto of that. And he,
That's the way it
I
is.
was like, we've been on that forever.
When we were interviewing Isabel Marie, she was talking about her workout and everything else, and I told her I was going to lose weight for the Tejano Mundial Awards, and she's like, "That's like in a week," and I was like, "Yeah, I'll lose like 20 pounds. I'm doing the liquid diet, the shakes." And she's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Yeah, people are always complaining about how bad they taste. They don't taste that bad. A couple of scoops of ice cream and some cookies, that stuff is the bomb." Puro Pedro Talk Show. It is in the house. Saludos, everybody. They lost 2 pounds at BNN because it was so hot. Yes, guys. Thank you so very much, by the way, for being there. I really do appreciate y'all guys being there and giving me the shout out and everything else. That was pretty cool. And I hope I didn't get in the way of your shots because I was taking video there. And I keep forgetting the right behind me. I'm like, oh, sorry. Hopefully my head wasn't in the way too much. Buddy, what time is it? It's Tejano time and time for me to get the corn in the cup. Yes, Veronica Diaz. She's laughing. She thinks it's funny. So there it is. And honestly, I really did not know what a corn in a cup was. And last year was the first time I'd ever seen chicken on a stick. I didn't know what a chicken on a stick was either.
Oh my gosh. You know what? My dad just had a chicken on a stick this year. It was his first time ever trying it. He's like, what the hell? That's the best thing ever.
So don't get mad at me. I mean, he's doing the same thing. So yeah. And Veronica says, gross, Eric. That was gross, man.
That is gross.
Sing that song, Vete de aquí. Alfredo, really worse than pickles on your barbacoa, like pickles on your barbacoa, like Bumper.
Yeah.
Bumper was like, he did it, and we went to eat, and he did that, and I was like, Bump, bro, no. Don't do it. You don't have to prove anything to me, man. You just do it. Elsa says that's the Papi Chulo diet.
It is Papi Chulo diet.
No. Linda Flores, how are you doing, sweetheart? Hi, everyone. Hello, Beatriz Rojas. Linda was there as well. Thank you so very much. I said hello to Linda. Thank you so very much. TDK, solo el mero Papi Chulo number one. That's right. So let's see here real quick. Bumblebee says, hola, saludos. How are you doing, Bumblebee?
Hope to see you tonight.
Tonight, Eric Pastrano says, I'm here. I'm the real Papi Chulo. Oh,
So it's funny because when he didn't want to do his own thing, like he said, he's always been in the background, right? But he writes, this music and he produces it. I'm like, why don't you're singing it already? Like, just be the front man, right? He's like, well, what am I gonna use my name? And I was like, I don't know, Papi Chulo or Papi Chulos, right? Just all of you guys are papis, right? All of you are men, so why not? And so, we had feedback that, it wasn't going to stick. It was a bad name. And now every time somebody sees him somewhere, they're like, hey, Papi Chulo.
Yeah.
What's that?
I tried that, but when I got on stage, they were just saying, "Oh, your name should be Ooh Yeah." It was either that or damn. I'm just kidding.
I damn better.
That boy big. That boy belongs in the Measure Day parade. He big. He looked like a balloon. Puro Pedro says, "Yeah, you were good. Great seeing you again. Thanks very much." TDK said, "Did I get that? Did I get a shout out from you, Queen? Can I get a shout out from you?"
Yes, my TDK. He's always been a supporter of me since I moved to San Antonio. So appreciate him and all he does for the artists. He's one of the biggest supporters of Tejano music because I see him everywhere. Everywhere.
I do. I see him everywhere too. He doesn't say hello to me, but I see him everywhere. My favorite performance is when she brought DJ Kane on stage. That was pretty cool, I bet. Norma Salazar, how are you doing? She says, hello from Michigan. How are you doing, Norma? And it says, have you ever had chicken fried corn on a stick? The first one at the state fair. I don't even, you know what? I did have.
Is that possible?
So they fry the corn on a stick?
Yeah. Chicken fried corn. So it's like a battered corn.
Battered corn on a stick.
I did try two things a couple years ago because I was in I worked for a news station, and the carnival's in town, and they said, hey, we got these two new cool. They're really going to cool. They're going to go crazy. You got to try it out. Deep fried Twinkies. Mm-hmm. And deep fried Snickers bars.
Mm-hmm. They have those every year at the rodeo. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you, they're the grossest things in the whole entire world. They were so disgusting.
Yeah, the deep fried Oreos.
I still have,
Oreos are really good.
I still have heartburn. I still have heartburn. Eric says, replying to Robert. Yeah, okay, so he's Robin. Oh, Rocio.
I have him working. See, he's replying to people's. You need to reply because I can't see it all.
Rocio is my namesake. Rocio is what my name means in Spanish.
Awesome.
My name means morning dew, and Rocio means morning dew in Spanish. My name is Michuampi Achelo, which means morning dew.
Now that I didn't know. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
See, there we go. Pretty cool. So real quick, they're just, I can't keep up. I'm sorry, guys. TDK says, I'm going to faint. Thanks for the shout out. And El Papi Chulo no saluda.
He's working behind the scenes.
He's working. Leave him alone, loco. Cheryl Garza says, Javi's mom is watching. Great job.
Hey. I can't find you. I've been scrolling up and down.
Vic Gonzalez, he says, hello, beautiful bee. By the way, Vic just reminded me of him being here. Tomorrow, I am going to be at, or we, the dynamic duo are going to be at the Memorial Day Bash in Victoria, Texas. Seeing all the great people and all the great bands. Hopefully, getting some interviews for you. Last at the Cinco de Mayo, she got on the bull. She rode the bull. There's videotape of that.
Oh, wow.
She did it. She did her thing. I'm not going to get on the bull, but I'll stare it down.
I was hoping you would this time. No.
You know what? I don't think it's a good idea for men because my cousin was like all headstrong about riding the bull, and then he got off. He's like, I'm never doing that again. He's like, my family jewels are hurting. I don't think it's a good idea for men.
No, I grew up out in the country. I've done all that stuff when I was younger, and I don't have any predications of any kind. I wouldn't want to do anything like that for me. And plus, who's going to pick me up? You know, if I fall to the ground, I'm staying there. You know, nobody's gonna rush to pick me up. It's like, mira, look, he's all falling down.
I'm sorry, I would have to laugh a lot first, and
I know, it's like Why are you laughing at me? Because I'm standing. Thank you so very much. It's Tejano time. He says deep fried butter, deep fried bacon, deep fried ice cream.
Deep fried ice cream.
Deep fried ice cream. It's okay. It's okay for like 1 or 2 bites, but after that, $12 for deep fried ice cream though is just way too much.
Butter like that? Like who does that?
Just excessives, excessives. That's the
I
one.
mean, it's kind of the same concept as like a tortilla with butter because we put like kingos of butter on a tortilla, right? So I guess technically it might be the same concept.
I've never thought about it that way, but yeah, I guess yeah.
We do it on fry bread, and that's cool,
right?
Barbie, you must got some deep fried Oreos from Energy Rodeo.
Yes, I did. And I did not like them. I didn't like the deep fried Oreos, so I didn't even try the Twinkies or whatever. I was like, you know what? I just like to dunk them in milk, and that's how I'm going to eat them for the rest of my life. I don't like them deep fried.
My sister who lives in Houston, she's one of those, She says that she's vegan, but here in West Texas, we call those liars. But she's going to get so mad at me. But she once read, because she believes everything on the internet, that there is beaver tail in Oreos. That's what gives it its color. So
give me some more beaver. I
quit calling them Oreos. I call it beaver butt.
I'm gonna eat the beaver butt. I don't care.
I like it with milk. And
tripas, right? The tripas, my best friend, she calls them caca tubes, and I'm like, sure, they're good. I'm like, give us some more.
No, they're not. They're the small intestines, not the large intestines, but that's okay. I mean, if you want to be correct.
You can eat those. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care what they are at this point. They're just good.
I can only do one taco, and I have to stop thinking while I eat the taco.
People are like, all right, come on, try it. And I'm like, no.
That's avocado.
Why? Because no, I know the animal. No. I'll do bacon and
sometimes you just eat it. You don't ask what it is and you just eat it.
No. I would never put anything in my mouth where I'd go, hey, what is that? It's like, no. Just like people eating oysters. How hungry did you have to be to eat an oyster? That looks like something that fell out of a moose's nose.
And we talk about that all the time. Eric and I are like, we're in a restaurant. I'm like, you know what? Who's the person who actually said, you know what? You can eat this. Let's try it. What are these people? What are they thinking of when you find all these like exotic foods, right? Like, who knew you could eat oyster? Who knew you could eat crab? Like, who knew?
I like crawfish. I like oyster. I like all those things.
Yeah, like I like that too. But like, just thought of it, right? Like, who actually got it out of the water and boiled it?
Oysters look like moose snot. First of all, that's what it is. Crawfish, by the way, crawfish. The reason you drag a net to catch crawfish is because crawfish are the waterways garbage men. They eat other fish's poop.
Yeah.
You gotta suck the head. You gotta crack it open and suck the head.
Butter.
Yeah, I tried doing the crawfish and I didn't really like it. And I eat
You
everything.
didn't like it, but you can eat spaghetti with the cheesecake roll.
Yeah, I know. But there's certain foods that don't taste good.
I wouldn't. I know. I'm not going to eat it. I don't eat catfish either. Catfish are mud.
Not only that, you have to peel it at a certain spot, and you only get about this much piece of meat.
It's too much effort for the amount of food. By the way, I don't know if you know this, but any food that takes a long time to cook, that's food that was originally made, or those recipes come from poor people. That's why they have them, because like a brisket. Brisket's really a sorry piece of meat. That's why people have them. Those are the original cowboys. I know there's a big rage about cowboy churches, and most white people are going to cowboy churches because they think that cowboys were like John Wayne. They're not. The cowboys, the original cowboys, were actually Mexicans, blacks, and Native Americans. That's why they're called cowboys. If you were a person who were around ranches and you were white, you were a cattleman. Big difference. But you can't tell that to people nowadays because they read social media. They don't read books. I read books, not social media. However, that's the fact of the day for those of you.
Kind of like when I was,
Is after the show, we'll have a pop quiz. Please write that.
it's kind of like when I was
As
explaining
long
to
as they
her.
don't come from Dallas, we're good with the Cowboys.
Right.
I was explaining to B how the poor boy sandwich came about. Well, of course, everybody's getting their portion of meat and everything. All the little tips at the end, they're falling off. You guys say, you know what? I'm hungry. I'm gonna get me a little sandwich from there. And then they started picking up from there. That was the poor boy sandwich.
Bits and chop suey.
Yeah.
Chop suey translates to just junk. That's all it means is just junk. The guy, he had a restaurant that was close to where the train tracks were being built, and he said traditional Chinese food, people don't like it, by the way. The American palate doesn't fit the traditional Chinese food. But he knew what Americans like, so he just put in a bunch of vegetables, chicken stock, and he just made all this other stuff, put it together, and he called it chop suey. And he was just being an entrepreneur, and he sold a bunch of it because the workers that were on the trains, they thought they needed to eat something, and that's what he sold. And hence, that's where the birth of chop suey came along, because it was just junk that he put together. Pretty cool, huh? Mexicans, Mexico, really, and everything else. I always ask, how come you call it Mexico if there's no J in Mexico? It's an X.
Mhm.
Proper grammatics tell you that it should be Mexico because of the X.
I'm stepping out of that conversation.
Don't bring Eric into this conversation because we make fun of him for his grammar all the time.
It actually happened in the late 1700s when the Mexican government said that we will pronounce it Mexico and keep the X, because before that it was called Metzicla, because Metzicla was the name of the Aztecs, which were called the moon people. Messi, moon, clave, people, Metzicla. That's where Mexico comes from. What? The Native American knows stuff?
I just call it Mexico. I mean,
Yeah, but Rick says, I love my oysters.
I know. We need to go to that restaurant. We were going to go eat at some seafood restaurant here, and then both of our schedules just got busy. So,
calf fries, that's gross. The Human Dictionary Indio. Sorry, brother, but it's the truth, man. I'm just speaking the truth, brother. That's all I'm doing. Thanks for the fact of the day. Rocio says, thank you so very much, sweetheart. X is silent. No, it's not. The X is never silent in Spanish. It's always a pronounced word. The only thing that's silent is the first L in the ya. And so, it's there. But there's
like the word Gaia, right? It's not even like the word Gaia. It's not Caya. It's Calla.
Correct. It's the only time that it's a presumed silent word. That there is none. It's one of the easiest languages to learn because of the fact that as long as you learn the vowels, then the rest of it falls into place because they don't change. Unlike English, where we have the schwa a, where you can say cat, caught, and bat. They're all different pronunciations of the letter A. With Spanish, is regardless of where the position is. There's no change in the vowels. Oaxaca is actually the name of a people. And it's there because the X, once again, when Mexico was put there, they took that X and did the same thing with Oaxaca.
don't they have Oaxaca cheese, right?
It's Osaka.
Mm-hmm.
People, it's the name of the Native Americans. A lot of Native American names have been squished up. Milwaukee is not, is a native, it's an actual native name, Milwaukee. What's the Pocahontas? Pocahontas wasn't her real name. That's a misconception. Sacagawea, Saskatchewan. That's her real name. The correct pronunciation.
Pocahontas, that movie. It was so cute.
I know. That was also written by the guy who said that she saved him. She fell in love with me. Wait a minute. You're 5 feet tall, 200 pounds, red, and you're ugly as hell, and nobody wanted to marry you, but the Native American girl saw you and said, dude, I want him.
We can have you
Right.
in Disney.
Brother says my uncle calls Mexico, so he's close. I told him Mexico is you 5150. So hey, real quick, pronounces Oaxaca. Well, Haka was actually that's still. Anyway, you're performing here pretty quick, but outside of that, where can people go and see you perform?
So we're kind of slowing down on the performances right now, only because we're trying to get all these projects done right. So we have our own studio here at the house, which is Beehive Studios. We have Eric working. He did Elsa Herrera's latest single, Roberto Palitos. I believe Crystal Torres wanted him to do a cumbia for her. So possibly that might be in the works as well. And then we have, yes, Shelly Lares is also, we're going to be working with Shelly, be doing a very special project with Patsy. I've known Patsy since, I want to say like I was 6 years old.
Oh my gosh, she's just
just dancing with her and stuff. So, I mean, I've known Patsy for quite a long time, and for me, like, I don't think she's ever gotten the recognition that she deserves, right? As an artist, that she's amazing, and she's done so much stuff. And for me,
that's been working for such a long time. And that's the key. That's the key. If you want to describe an artist or a superstar, just say, has she lasted longer than a year? Number first. Number two, has she released and made more than one album? And she's got countless of albums. She's performed all over the world. And I mean literally all over the world, Japan, China. She's been all over the world. She's done all kinds of things. She's just truly, by the way, somebody I know. And somebody I know is working on a video project with Patsy Torres.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, somebody very special, somebody very cute. His initials are Indio. So just...
I have no idea who that is.
No clue. Don't give her hints.
He's really cute.
If you say
yeah, we're just kind of whatever comes. Of course, we're happy to take it. Just like Leo's gig tomorrow for his birthday bash. But other than that, I mean, we're gonna try and finish these projects with, Shelly and Patsy. What I wanted to do with Patsy is one of her favorite albums of hers was the Con Todo el Corazón album.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that song has like countless amazing songs, right? So I wanted to do kind of like a mashup with her songs and include her in it, and she's very much on board. So it's just a matter of kind of breaking it down to which ones, because for me, I like
last year she released her melody, her 1970 and 80 melody that she did. And this is really cool. She did it in 1979, in the 80s, early 80s, late 70s. She sang it in the same key.
That's rare.
That is rare. I know. She sang it in the same key, all the songs in the same key. That's big ballsy. That's top. But she's Patsy. Hello, she's Patsy. I was going to say, by the way, for people that want to get some more information on Beatriz, just so you know, I did this for you, sweetheart. What? That is Beatriz. That's all of her links right there. You can go ahead and it's got all the links that you need. It's got links to her YouTube page. It's got links to her music page. It's got links to her videos. It's got links to the person that she thinks is the most awesome person in radio. I don't know who that is, but it's got it doesn't have that. But I mean, it's all Beatriz, and go ahead and check that out. And Borrado was asking, when are you going to be in Houston?
So we're trying to get back to Houston. We haven't been to Houston in about 2 years. It's been a while. But yeah, what happened was, I started doing my family stuff, right? And then Eric started helping up a lot of other bands. And so what for me as a female artist, I see that a lot of girls struggle, right, to maintain a band. It's, there's stuff behind the scenes where it becomes a big mess, right? And it's just a struggle to keep a band in general. It's a lot of work. And so I want to help, all the girls out as much as he wants to help people out too, because we love being on stage and we love playing. But when he started helping other bands, it became too much. So it kind of took away from us, like the attention for us and us promoting our music and doing our thing. So, he kind of strayed back from that. And, now we get to focus on us, right? My guys have been very loyal. They're awesome guys. I've been blessed to where I don't have to switch, guys on a regular basis. Like I have the same people. And they're not just friends, they're not bandmates, they're family. So, I love them for all their dedication. I know we don't have like a ton of gigs every weekend, right? To say that we're always booked, but they're there, they're loyal. And when it comes down to it, like we're ready to go. And, for us, it's a great thing. Yes, we're trying to stray away from helping other bands only for that reason, because like I said, it took away from us. But
it's not a bad thing, by the way, that you're only trying to take care of yourself, and health also comes into play, because when you're constantly, two kinds of health, when you're constantly going separate ways, first of all, you have your physical health because you're constantly on the road. I remember being on the road for 20 years. That sucked. Needless to say, I got really good at two things, smoking and drinking, which is not really cool. But it also puts a strain on your relationship, because it's the health of your relationship is hard to maintain when you're not able to see each other and say, you know what, vete de aquí. So I had to work that in there.
But you know what, you miss a lot with your kids too. The kids grow fast, and you miss special moments. Like my son already graduated, but now that we're actually picking up and doing stuff, he's like, man, you're like, you always have a gig, like you always have something for music. And I'm like, I'm sorry, like, now that we're actually really focusing on it, like he's seeing it now that he's older, he understands. My daughter's just like, whatever, but if it were up to her, she'd be like at every gig.
So, and you know what, but that's still good. By the way, that link will take you there. It's really awesome. Go ahead and support. The only way that Tejano music can keep going is if we do it together. We have to do it. Go to their shows, buy their merch. That's the easiest and the best way to take care of your artist. Yes, streaming their music is good, but I already told you that earlier this year, Spotify changed their allocation agreements as far as how they're going to pay their royalties. It's completely different than it is a few years ago. That's one of the main reasons that I don't go with I quit using Spotify because of the payout that they were doing. I just don't agree with it. And we all have to make our decisions on where it is that we go. But I will tell you this: I still stream music when I want to. The service that I use though is Tidal, because Tidal, it's the same thing as Spotify, but Tidal pays more in their royalties for their artists. So if you haven't chosen one, choose Tidal, so that way they pay more to the artist. At least they get paid. And then also Borrado says, my birthday is coming up and I'm going to get her music and I'm going to play her music on my birthday. Borrado, I will square you away. I'll get some music over to you as soon as possible. Just be sure you remind me. Send me that PM. When is your birthday? And let me sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hold on, I have to pull to show some.
You gotta get the little boa. You need your boa.
I don't have a boa. My feathers go on my hair.
And you gotta do the shimmy.
You notice how she keeps saying, I gotta.
We volunteered them. Mira, Miguel.
Yeah, Borrado says, yes, I'm going to DJ on my birthday. Ooh, that sucks. But at least you're gonna be around with some friends. Borrado is a DJ in Houston, Texas, and he's a great supporter of Tejano music. Thank you so very much for all the things that you do, brother. I really do appreciate it. Sherry Garza says, congratulations on your song making number one, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. That's you. Oh, actually, that's your husband. Thank you, Sherry. I think it's your unless you did it with your mind.
I have been working.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, you have ESPN too? Just kidding.
Right.
Yes, sir. The 27th. Well, happy birthday. Hey, a great friend of the show, Miguel Hernandez. Saludos, y'all. How are you doing? Miguel, he is with Sunny Sauceda, since you mentioned the Grupo Vida. Miguel plays guitar with Sunny Sauceda. However, do not be diminished. Miguel has some great music himself. He won at the Hannah Mundial Award last year for one of his songs. His son is a phenom on the drums. He's the official drummer of Sunny Sauceda. He's like 14, 15 years old, something like that. He's destroying it.
I've seen the live videos and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, but Miguel is a consummate musician and such a great person. I really do appreciate you, brother, man, for being here. And you know what? You did awesome. I missed you in San Antonio this past weekend, by the way. What? I can't no more. Oh no. I'll score you away, bro. Don't worry about it. And
Lily Cantu and Miss Jennifer Lynn.
Oh yeah. Sorry. So he's 13. There you go. He's 13. So anyway, yes, go and support Beatriz. That's what you have to do. Your merch is, I didn't check for merch though. Do you have it at that links page, or are you getting some merch, or what's the deal?
So we do have merch. I will say that we have brand new shirts. So we have some for myself and some for Papi Chulo. So we have shirts already available. We have koozies available. We have caps. And from the first album that we have, which was entitled Mi Tesoro, we have about 10 copies left. I'm debating on making more, but I'm not quite sure. You know, people are more reverting to the vinyls and the USB type of thing, right? And so if you wanted a hard copy of the CD, then you might want to get it now, because I think I'm going to order more. We have about like maybe 10 if that left, but we do have them available at Janie's Record Shop. We have them available all that music in El Paso. We have them at
it's El Dorado, the other record store.
What is it called? I went blank.
Del Bravo.
Del Bravo. There you go. Del Bravo Record Shop. We have it there as well. But
yeah, Mike says you are the man, brother. Oh, I mean, Beatriz is fire.
Miguel.
Beatriz, you have size fat. No, she has my size. Damn! No, just I don't. She doesn't.
It's not flat. It's squishy.
It's squishy. It's fluffy. That's
Squishy size.
I remember I told that story the other day. You remember when? Oh, I don't know if you remember that, but you know when we had beepers. Instead, before cell phones, everybody had a beeper and everything else. And
we thought we were like so cool, right?
Yeah, everybody. I had my beeper back then. I had two of them, one for work and one for me. You know, and you know, I would always carry him on my hip and everything else. And this little kid saw me at the store at Walmart. And he's like, "Hey, what's that?" And I was like, "This is the beeper." He's like, "Oh, that's cool." And when it started going off, beep, 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 he told his dad, "Hey, Dad, back up. He's backing up. Watch out."
And you know what? We were cleaning out a bunch of stuff, right? And we found our old flip phones.
Yeah.
And those little Nokia ones that used to slide up with the screen.
Yes.
Yeah, the ones with the keyboard on it. Yeah, that was cool. I mean, we had such a cool age. Jennifer Lynn says, "You go, girl." Yeah, definitely. I you know what? I'm old school. You know, I still text with smoke. You know, because that's. So I'm getting a lot of likes from all.
Get your identity stolen.
Right? Try that one, guys. Yeah, it's like, no, it's cool.
I still have my Sanyo.
Check it out.
Wow.
That is like a. You know what?
With a pull-out antenna.
And he's got
I had one too.
He had the t-shirt with the Velcro strap. Whoa.
When you had those removable batteries that had like the lights all fancy and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I have an Atari. I have like an actual Atari with like all the games, like 10 games, 15 games. But it's like still in the box. It's crazy. I have Shelly Lattice's first CD with Tejas Records. I mean, her first cassette with Tejas Records.
Oh, that's cool.
And I don't know what I was looking for, but I was on eBay. That sucker was going for $1,500.
Wow.
Wow.
I love Shelly, but man, $1,500, man.
What my mom has all of her albums. She's got all of the Selena albums, Patsy's. She's got all the Latin Breed. She's got all the Jimmy Edward, the Jimmy Gonzalez and Mas. She's got all the albums.
I have the first one, Electrified, on record, on the whole full album, the whole album.
And that's why I say, like, I have 10 copies left, right? So for me, I like to listen to all kinds of music, but Tejano was like my first love. And there was one song in particular that I was looking for an artist called Beatriz y Deztino. Don't know if you remember him.
Yep, I sure do.
I was looking for that album, and so when I went to Del Bravo, she wanted like $65 for the album, and I was like, man, like, I can't do $65 right for one song that I was looking for. And it's not on YouTube. It's not on YouTube. It's not on, iTunes. It's not on Spotify. So this, I literally had to buy the album. So I went on eBay to find it, and it was used. It was open, but I got it for $30. But I mean, that's what you're looking at. If you want good music, you gotta purchase it. That's how you support your artists. And I have those 10 copies. I don't know if I'm gonna make more. So if you want one, grab it now. Like, now's your chance before it goes up to like.
Well, you never know. You never know.
$5. You never know. You're not gonna find it again. So, now's your chance.
Yeah, I have and actually we were talking to on Monday I was talking to Rigo Navaida, Raulito's son, and his sister's bass player, Julian. He used to play bass for Emilio, and I go, well, he actually started playing bass with a band called Inocencia. And I have the first CD Inocencia released.
Wow.
And that's how I know Julian from way back in the day. Whenever they would come to West Texas, they would stay at my house. And, I've known his dad and Emilio. I knew them way back when, but, when we started reminiscing, I think the last time I had seen him, he was like 13 years old. Wow. And he's like, holy crap, that was you. I was like, damn, bro. It's like you're visiting a museum or something. He's afraid to hug me. He's like, I'm going to break or something. Hey, let's go ahead and take a listen to another one of your songs. This one I really do like. And you actually made a music video for this one. This is called Muévelo. And I really do like that song. I'm sorry, it's true. I'm old. I'm old. I'm fat and I'm ugly. Oh, I'm a triple player.
Hey, Shelly made a song about you then. Lindo Chaparrito.
I know, right? Este es el indio feo. Agustin Ramirez, by the way, is one, like my second cousin or something like that.
Wow.
He's related to my grandfather, my mom's dad. So, and I've been to his house, which is way cool. He had like a Coke machine in his garage.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like 12. I'm like, dude, he has his own Coke machine. I'm like, I'm gonna get a Coke. Kadunk. You didn't even have to pay for it. Just hit the Coke. Kadunk. Coke didn't come out. It was beer.
We have a Galaga and a Pac-Man, the arcade.
Badass.
And you don't have to pay for it, right? But I'm like, man, I start charging everybody 25 cents to play.
Right?
We go on a vacation.
Well, let's just go ahead and take a listen to Muévelo from Beatriz y Deztino right here on Cubo Radio. It goes like this.
Amigos, te presento mi ritmo sonando y el chuco. Voy a cantar con un ritmo pegadito para que baile pasito.
Nice, nice. Te ventastes, girl. Very good. Muévelo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was really cool. I liked the. That's why I played it because it was like super nice. You know, it was fun. You know, uh, uh, cumbias are fun. Cumbias are always fun to listen to. You know,
I
that's
love
the yeah. I mean, some people they find it diminishing, but I think it's awesome. So I don't care. You know, music is music.
And that video we did it during COVID. You know, COVID, we wanted to have really what we wanted. We wanted our musicians friends to come over to the house and just, you know, we were going to cook out and throw a big old party and do the video in the midst of it, right? But it was during COVID, so we couldn't have anybody over. We didn't want anybody to get sick, and we didn't want to spread it, right? So we had all the kids here at the house. I said, "Sabes qué? There's 5 kids. Pick an instrument.
Right.
Yeah,
Everybody can pick one instrument, and we can make it work."
they were like, okay, I'm supposed to play. Wait, why is the camera looking at me?
The
I know,
one that gave me the hardest time was my daughter.
The one that was singing.
Yes, yes.
You know,
She was real shy.
I made 19 music videos last year, and of usually it's the artist that gives me the hardest time because they keep looking, and I was like, don't look in the camera, look over here, just concentrate over there. But they always do this. You know, it's like quit doing that.
Kind of like a webcam kind of thing.
Dang like how you know what I'm saying. Hey, Borrado, he says, man, that sounds good. He likes the song, and Juan say Javier Navajes. Naveja. He says, oh, he's correcting me already. Really? Say Michuan Piachelo. Try that one. We're going to do
I'm
the whole
gonna try. I can't say it.
Français. We'll do it in French. Oh, preferi italiano. Oh. I don't know which ones you want. But anyway, no. That was cool. And I really do. The fact that you were still doing it during COVID is cool because, you know, during COVID was such a hard time, you know, but
we're bored. We needed to do something.
you know what? I had, I was sick. I actually had my transplant during COVID.
Oh, goodness.
And so I spent a lot of time in the hospital, a lot of time. And that's kind of why being with Rick and, you know, and all that other stuff, that's why it's so important to me because of the fact that, you know,
Been there.
yeah, I've done it. They had the exact same surgery and the same circumstance. My brother gave me his part of his liver,
Wow.
and that's why I'm alive today. Just like Rick gave part of his liver to his brother, and so it's amazing. You know, I'm a true testament to that. It really does work, and people don't know this, but that surgery, they only started doing that surgery in 2000, like 2001. It hasn't been that long.
Wow.
It's only recent, and. So I said I was going to do something for the benefit, and I did do something. I donated one of the raffle items, and I got which one. I didn't tell anybody which one was the raffle item. This was my raffle item, by the way. I was just brought to my attention, so I'm going to go ahead and let people know what was it that I donated. It was this.
Beautiful.
Wow.
It is a painting that is, you can see my door there. It's a painting that I did. You do it in I did it in what's in the Gregorian style. And the reason there's so many colors in Jesus's face is because he represents, to me, you know, I've always been taught he represents us all. We are all many colors. So he should be of many colors as well. Mm-hmm. And the Gregorian style just means that whenever the Gregorians started painting religious images, they would fast during commissions. So that's what I did. I fasted during those commissions, during that one, painting that one. So there you go. Don't ask me no more. So with that being said, Lauren Inijuasa Guerrero, she says, hi, how you doing, girlfriend? Thank you very much for joining us. And that was a really catchy song. And so you're going to be performing tomorrow in there in San Antonio. So if you get a chance, go and check her out. It's over there off of Evers Road. The name of the place again, or is it open to the public?
It's called El Regio.
El Regio.
So it used to be what was it called? The Ice House, I believe. The Ice Lounge. It used to be the Ice Lounge, but it's called El Regio, and it's off of 410 and Evers.
Yeah.
So I'll post the flyer up on our wall. Leonard Leo Tentacion also has it up on theirs, and Crystal Torres will also be performing as well. So.
And I love Crystal Torres. So tell her I said hi because she's a good friend and she's a beautiful person. I really do love her to death. And hopefully, like I said, well, we'll be in whatchamacallit, in Victoria to do the Memorial Day bash. I'm not going to be there the whole time because I got to drive back. I'm going to stop in San Antonio, say hello to my good friend Rick, and go visit him and everything else. The last time I had COVID back last year during Halloween. The only person that came to visit me, or the only person that dared visit me, was Rick. He came. I was in the hospital for 10 days with COVID. So, and I taught myself Greek. That was the best I could do. Just sitting there.
Oh, whole new language.
Nobody else has any cool stories about COVID except for you. We didn't do anything during COVID.
My nurse got fatter. So,
my nurse was like, "What the hell are you doing?" I was like, "I'm practicing Greek." Mortu est. And she's like, "What?" I was like, "Well, you should do something. I don't just want to lay here. At least my headstone could be in Greek or something." I don't know.
You're productive. I don't think you need to be productive. We just went with the flow and we're like, there's nothing to do. Let's sleep. Let's eat.
I wrote 2 scripts in a book while I was in COVID, while I was in the hospital, because I needed to do something. Watching to support Beatriz from Odessa, Texas, says Laura. Laura, I go to Odessa and Midland all the time, so hopefully we'll run into you. Just looking out for Cuba Radio. You can check it out on the website or on Facebook or on YouTube or on Mixcloud. I'm just going all over the place. All of the ones that we're streaming to and all of the other ones. But really, really good. We've come to the part of the show where you get to send out your shout outs. You get to let people know what's going on with you, where they can find your information. Before I say that real quick, you also remember there is the QR code, so be sure to check out the QR code.
Little magic wand.
The magic wand. Yeah, I like the sound, but that's the best that I could do. It's just.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. I'm a little magician there. Yeah. And so send your shout outs, send your thank yous, well wishes, whatever it is that you want to do. It's completely up to you. You by yourself. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, Beatriz from Beatriz y Deztino.
So yes, I just want to give a shout out to the guys in the band. So we have Xavier, we have Robert Sebastian, we have Gabriel, our little chicken nugget, Eric Pastrano, Juan Lopez, and Jerry Valles. So thank you guys for always sticking around. Also Danny Ortegon and also Elio Quintanilla, who also help us out. So you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being so loyal. And of course, thank you to our promotions team, which is or Beehive Studios that we have here. We're our own promotion team, but everybody works together as one. Also, Cielo Entertainment, Myra D. Myra has sent out our music to many, many stations, and we really appreciate her help. All of the DJs who are playing not only my music, but also the new artists for Tejano music that's coming out. Thank you guys for all you do. I know it's not something that you get paid for, but it is time consuming. So we want to thank you guys from the bottom of our heart for supporting Tejano music and keeping it going. To my family and friends, and of course, just the Tejano lovers in general.
Yeah. So that's really cool. That's awesome. You didn't say thank you to me, but that's all right. I didn't.
So all the DJs that support, I appreciate all of you.
That didn't hurt none at all. No, I mean, it was really cool. And you know what? You mentioned the music and everything else. I want to remind people that if you're listening to QO Radio on the app, the free app, both Apple and Android, Or if you're watching it on Roku TV, you will see an add to cart button. You can click on the add to cart button. It will take you to Apple Music. Even though you're an Android user, you can buy music from Apple Music and buy the song, buy the catalog, buy your entire catalog, buy the album. It's all there for you to go ahead and buy. I do not make any money from that transaction, but because of the fact that I do participate in that transaction, I do get a discount on my licenses because I'm a fully accredited radio station with ASCAP BMIC6 SOCAR. That being said, if you are a new artist or if you know of a new artist or a band and they want their music heard, please send it to me at admin@qvaradio.net. Have them send it to me. Has two requirements. Number one, it has to be recorded by industry standards. And number two, it has to have an ISRQ code that is for you, not for me, so that way you can collect your royalties. That being said,
also because you guys are in my home area, right, West Texas. Send me the address where I can send out some shirts and you guys can give them away on another show. Maybe do a trivia. Make it hard for them, right?
Right.
Make it educational.
Actually, I'll buy them off of you, and I'll tell you why. Every year, I usually do 12 Days of Christmas where I give out all the merch that I buy throughout the year. But this year, I wasn't able to because I had COVID and I was in hospital. So we're going to have Christmas in July. And so Christmas in July, we're going to be giving away all the merch that I've purchased. And it'll be to all the listeners, to all of the ones that are listening all over the world, 137 countries. And last year, we reached a milestone, 1,400,000 listeners for the entire year. So as a great big thank you, I want to go ahead and give all this stuff. I have T-shirts, I have caps, I have CDs, I have DVDs. David Lee got us to give me a DVD.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's a lot of stuff that I have accumulated, and I want to give it to all of y'all for being so amazing, such awesome people, for supporting Tejano music, for supporting us. And, thank you so very much, Beatriz, for being here. I really do appreciate it. This is your house. Whenever you want to come back, please come back. If you have any information that you want us to share, let us know, and we'll share it on the air whenever possible.
I will definitely do that. And I'll let Crystal know. I think she's going to be out there tonight, but we're all going to go support Aisha since she's singing with Titus tonight. So we're going to go check it out.
We had her on the show. She's an amazing singer. And I keep telling people, she used to do backup with Ram.
Mm-hmm. And Stephanie.
Yeah, but you have to understand that takes talent on its own. To be in pitch, to be in time, to sing with someone else is super hard. I know, because
it's harder to harmonize than it is to sing lead. So
yeah,
her and Rebecca have got that down to a T. I mean, they're awesome.
Right, definitely. And I say that with complete conviction and knowledge because I do backup for Joanna Ray. So that's how I know. Yes, and do not say anything, TDK, because last time TDK is like, you play? Yes, I play instruments. So anyway, that's really, really cool. Thank you very much, Beatriz. Patricia, you got anything else, girlfriend, you want to share? Show off promotion?
No, just inviting everybody this weekend to the Memorial Bash in Victoria, Texas. There is a Facebook page that you can go and follow with all the information, even more information that you thought you didn't need. It's Memorial Weekend Bash on Facebook. It has the lineup, the times, where you can purchase tickets, the parking, just all the information you need. There's about also some information about what type of bags you can bring in and stuff, and lawn chairs and all that good stuff. So this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Memorial Weekend Bash in Victoria, Texas. They're going to have La Mafia, Duelo, Signal, Jennifer Pena, David Lee. I mean, all these artists, dude. It's going to be a huge event. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, family friendly in Victoria, Texas, the Memorial Weekend Bash. So make sure y'all go out there and support our industry in a very positive and happy, family friendly way out there.
Yeah, and don't forget,
we need a bash like that for the new artists. You know that?
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
We need to throw a bash for the new artists like that.
Definitely, and don't worry, we're working on it. And don't forget, Indio and Barbie are going to be there as well. So
Well, y'all have a
Sweetheart.
safe trip. I know it's not close. That's a
It's
long, lonely drive.
sweetheart, from here, it's forever. I remember I was doing a music video with Sonia de la Paz, and I left San Angelo at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and she calls me at 2 in the afternoon, and I'm still on the road. And she's like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'm far. All I know is that I'm far, far away. There's nothing, not even buzzards were around me. There weren't any bugs hitting my windshield. There were no animals anywhere. There was just grass and roads in the middle of nowhere. That's how far they live. They live that far away. It is just far. So Texas is big. It's really, really big. But yeah,
Yeah. I actually live in Houston, so for me, it's only 2 hours.
not for me.
Sorry.
TDK says the Cumbia Kings. No, you know they dropped out. Stop.
Stop. No drama on this show, Mr.
I
TK.
know.
Stop.
By the way, the only thing I have to say about
We were
AB
actually
is he
there
got
that
paid.
night that happened.
Were
Oh,
you?
Lord.
I had a totally different perspective of it, but
Well, for me, it's like you got paid, so play. And honestly, the people were rude. They're always going to be rude. But the best thing to do is have fun with your band on stage and just leave it at that. Because to be a lightning rod for comments is exactly what you're going to be, a lightning rod. And I'll tell you what Gabriel Iglesias told me, the comedian, Fluffy, when I asked him, how come you don't do any jokes about politicians or politics? He says, as soon as you take a side, you split your audience right in half.
Mhm.
So you stay away. And Lauren has it better. No drama.
Exactly.
No drama. Definitely.
Exactly. Hey, Indio, do you want to send a special shout out to everybody for Memorial Day? Speak about what this holiday actually means to a lot of people. Like me and my family, we're a military family, so it's very special.
Yeah, Memorial Day is actually it's for the remembrance of the soldiers that had fallen
Right.
in combat.
Right.
But I want to expand the reason that Memorial Day is important. I end my shows a certain way, and I always end my shows that way because of the fact that as a veteran myself,
Mhm.
I am part of a group. Veterans are the largest group of people that commit suicide in the United States and have been so for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
By far, any demographic that you put down, veterans surpass it by almost 35%. I do suffer from PTSD as well, and we've all experienced, those of us that have been in the military, we've all experienced some really traumatic and stuff, and it's tough. But we have this day set aside so that way we can remember those people that have fallen before us, and it's not just them. One of the things that I was kind of embarrassed to say was when at the beginning I was always telling people I was in the military. I was in the military. It's not I. I was married. My wife was in the military too. She had the same constraints. She had to make sure that the home was just like it was when I left. That is why I started this radio station so many years ago, is because of the fact that the one thing that could bring me home when all the chaos, when everything was going crazy, the one thing that could bring us home was music.
Mhm.
You could hear it, and I could remember the things that happened in my life, the good things. And so Memorial Day is to remember our fallen soldiers, all of them, and the families who gave the ultimate gift by letting their child, both men and women, go into war, and they've lost them.
Yeah.
It's
It's a precious holiday, and I take it very seriously as Indio does as well. And just want to, give a heartfelt to the listeners out there that it does touch them as it is touching me and Indio and of course Miss Beatriz too. So
Yeah.
I work for USAA, so we deal with a lot of veterans, military, and their families. With talk. I'm on the phones with them. Every day you hear those. Just like you said, the spouses are also involved. The children are also involved. Everybody's making a sacrifice as a family. So, my dad's also a veteran. He was in the Army, so I do have other family members that are veterans as well. So it's a big sacrifice.
it is. It is.
It
My
is.
son just got out right now, so I'm happy he's home.
Our accordion player is actually gonna. He's fixing to graduate. He's gonna join the Marines. So
Oh, okay.
we wish him the best of luck as well.
Yes, absolutely.
It's the 1%ers, by the way. It's only 1% of the population of the United States that belongs in the military, or that is in the military.
Hmm.
It's extremely difficult. I mean, it's one of those things. But I want to say thank you to everyone who supports veterans. Veterans are the backbone. Freedom is not free.
Yes.
I
And
am.
donate to all those veteran programs that you see out there. There's the wounded soldiers. The hospitals, the military hospitals take donations for different types of events. They send out care packages. I believe there was even one for Crown Royal where all you had to do was go to the website and sign your name, and they would be sending care packages out to the soldiers.
That's so cool.
That's an annual thing. It's not just, don't just do it on holidays. Do it all year. You can even, for those soldiers that are deployed, you can actually go to the post office and make your own care package, and they will mail that for you for free.
That's
So,
cool.
Look into all of that. I see all of that with USAA, that we have those opportunities, and not many people know about it. But you can Google clothes, right? You can Google to find a pair of shoes or whatever. Google benefit programs. Google where you can donate. Google where you can send care packages. They appreciate all that stuff because they don't have what we have here at home.
Yeah.
No, they don't. And it's better now. When I was there, I told this story before. When I was deployed, my last deployment, my wife wrote me a letter every day, but I was always on combat train, and so I never got them until I was going home
Hmm.
on the plane. They did mail call, and I had a stack of letters. I mean, and so the plane flight's insane. It's like 18 hours or something like that. So I spent the whole time reading all the letters, catching up. And but yeah, support your veterans. And if you're a veteran, don't be a jerk. Because I know some veterans that take advantage of that veteran moniker, and don't do that. My kids would say sometimes that I was they would ask me if I was a hero, and I would tell them I'm not, but I did serve with a bunch of heroes that did give their life, and so yeah, just remember what it's for. It's not for a new car. It's not for new furniture, new mattresses. I think they have new mattresses. No, it's
Not
not
for a
that.
paycheck. They go through a whole lot. Like it's it's a
I didn't.
sacrifice that people don't understand unless they're in a situation. Imagine yourself without all the all the amenities that you have now. The joy of watching TV, or the joy of just going to your kitchen and grabbing a snack. That, like, you don't have that. They don't have that luxury. They have to.
You don't clock out. You don't clock out.
Right.
You don't have to go home. You don't have weekends off. You
Right.
don't have holidays off.
You can't plan things ahead and be like, oh, next weekend I'm going to go have a barbecue. No, they can't do that.
Yeah.
It's not uncommon for there to be a firefight and somebody on the wall be in his underwear because he was asleep, or in a towel because they were in a shower, because it knows no time. It's like COVID. COVID didn't give a damn whether you believed in it or not. It was taking people regardless of what you believe, what your political stance. It didn't care. It took people regardless. Here we are in the United States, 1,400,000 people less. because of
Because
the disease, and it did not care. It took him, and that's the same thing with war. War does not care, and that's why I get upset over some of the people that are spouting this civil war bull crap. Because if you're a veteran and you've been in war and you want that, shame on you, because you know what it's like. It's not a
hmm
pretty thing; it's an ugly thing. War is ugly. And I'm sorry I got preachy on there, and I apologize for the unmanly display, but it's true. That's what Memorial Day is for. It's to remember our soldiers. So with that being said, thank you so very much, Beatriz, and I apologize for that last part. That wasn't my intention to bring down the mood. That wasn't.
Not at all. Not at
It's
all.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I just I have a lot of brothers that I've lost, and it's not a it's not it's I mean we can say it's not fair, we can say whatever. It's just it's hard to explain. But anyway, uh, uh, thank you guys. We'll see if in the Memorial Day Bash. If you don't have a chance, and if you get a chance to go to San Antonio, be sure you catch uh, Beatriz Grupo Destino or
Mhm.
Tejano Music. And that's what they're there for. Go out there, enjoy their shows. Put your phone down. Don't videotape it. You're never going to be as good as a photographer. And I have a question for everyone. How many times have you revisited that damn video that you spent all day standing in front of other people's view?
How
Taking?
many times have you watched it?
How many times have you watched it? If you say one time, then it wasn't worth it, because you could have used that time to spend it with your girl dancing, hugging, holding hands, or cheering them on. You could have done that.
Mhm.
Instead, you were being up there. Oh, check it out. I'm taking video. Or worse yet, I saw people that were. What gets me is when they stand in front of people and they take a selfie of themselves with the artist in the back. It's like, you do know there's like 200 other people that paid for the ticket too, right?
Right.
You're not alone. They're not playing just for you. Just saying. But anyway, yeah, guys, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. Y'all guys have a good one. Beatriz, like I said, this is your home. Thank you so very much for being
Thank
here.
you.
And
Thank
whenever
you.
you're ready, please come back. I really do apologize if this didn't go the way you want to. I want to ask you to stay for a little bit so we can take care of some radio business,
Okay.
if we can. And for those of y'all, thank you so very much for being here. I hope that you guys have a great holiday weekend, barbecue, spend it with your family and friends, reminisce, and also say thank you. And for those of you that have been praying for Rick, keep praying for Rick. It's a great cause. When you pray for someone, you receive that's two blessings: one for the person that you're praying for, one for you because you're praying for somebody. And so
Yep.
and for Rick, who's watching, I know you are, Rick. Hey, I love you, brother, and I'll see you soon. Stay strong. And our special project is still on. And with that being said, thank you so very much to everyone. And we'll see you when we see you. Uh, Coming up in a couple of weeks, well, actually, this coming Thursday, the next show, next Thursday, I have Destiny Navida, who's going to be there.
Yeah.
So y'all guys have a good one. Thank you so very much. And if today was not your day, if you did not have a good day today, just remember every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved. With that being said, we're going to listen to one more time the top single from Beatriz y Destino right now, her current hit, which is called Vete de Aquí. Request it, buy it, keep it in your phone so you don't have to scroll through your playlist to find it. Keep it on your phone. It's right there.
So you
And
bring a song.
right, yeah, keep it on your phone instead of going, oh, mira, look, it's on my second Spotify list. Hold on. Oh, he's buffering. Hold on. Oh, it's buffering otra vez. See, have it on your phone. Boom. See, it's awesome. It's right there. That's what you need to do. Buy it, keep it. There you go. And also support Beatriz. And I'm going to put the QR code. This is the song Vete de Aquí here. That is the Beatriz from Beatriz y Deztino. That Barbie chick, Patricia. Thank you so very much, sweetheart. And this is Indio right here on Cuba Radio. We'll see you all next time. Hasta luego, guys.
Bye.
Ya basta con romperme el corazón y de burlarte en mi cara de mi amor. Soy muy fuerte y sé bien qué voy a hacer. Voy a buscar otro amor, otro querer. Voy a vivir y te volaré de mí. Ya no quiero andar sufriendo más por ti. Ya no puedes seguir jugando con mi corazón, porque ya todo de este amor ya se terminó. Solo pido que te vayas, por favor, vete de aquí. Yo sé bien que voy a estar mejor sin ti. Yo no quiero verte nunca más, vete de aquí. Ya verás que sin tu amor seré feliz. Ya basta de creer que soy tu amor. Si te vayas, yo sé que esto es lo mejor. Yo sé que puedo seguir adelante sin ti. No te quiero, no te amo, por favor, vete de aquí. Voy a vivir y te volaré de mí. Ya no quiero andar sufriendo más por ti.